Okay. So we talked about grandmother Saturn. Okay, so grandmother Saturn, her cycles not only keep her seven sisters in harmony, her grand rings influence Luna, our moon, Gaia, Earth, and the heart of every living being. Okay? And that includes the soul of man, or the heart of man. Okay? Saturn expresses the grandest of mothership. She carries the mother load. She is the heart of the soul, and as I said, the holy. She's considered the Holy Spirit of man. Okay, like in the woman, Saturn also has a bleeding heart for those she loves. Okay, grandmother Sadie, the grandest of all mothers. Okay, and grandfather soul, they belong together. They're soul mates. So Saturn and the sun are soul mates. Okay, they are soul. They're one. Okay, mother, grandmother, and grandfather. Let's say. Okay, grand, as in glorious grand. Okay, that's the type of grand I'm talking about. Okay. Okay, they are the grand heart and soul in the celestial sphere in our galaxy. They are the celestial family among the heavenly bodies. Saturn is the celestial heart of mankind. Okay, and of Mother Earth. Okay. 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 She is the queen of the heavenly bodies and she's the queen of all heavenly bodies, and she is the heart chakra. Okay, like woman. Okay, and as we said, that's the feminine energy of the solar system. So that's what, as the sun is the masculine energy. Okay. Okay, just like man has a feminine energy in the heart, a sensitive side, and a masculine side. Well, woman has a sensitive side, and she's a masculine side, but she's dominated by her sensitive side, her feminine energy, as man is dominated by his masculine side, his masculine energy. And together they come together, and unite as one. That's what makes them compatible, and they come together as one and complement each other. Okay, strengthen each other, support one another. Okay, so now this returns us back to family, to the subject of family. As explained, the phallic reflects the sun, or the light, okay, or the soul, and its divine nature of man, okay, and all aspects of the divine nature of man as he was created. And Saturn, the vulva, represents a feminine aspect of divine creation. Okay. Okay, now again, her cycles reflect the beautiful infrared invisible light, like the burqa, okay? Like when you see women covered up, okay? They're veiled like Saturn. Saturn's beautiful black light, or that infrared light, okay? That spectrum of light that goes beyond visible light, visible sight, okay? So that would be like she's wearing a burqa, okay? As you know, okay, to protect her beauty. Okay, to shield her beauty. Okay, so her, and she has those beautiful torrid fields, okay, that just radiates energy out, and and it's said that her those rings, her beautiful rings, jewelry, okay, her jewels, they extend millions of miles out into space, okay, and if her energy, of course, affects as it is in cycles, okay, the 29 cycles, a year cycle, and the moon 29 years, 28-day cycle, and the female, or the moon 29 and a half day cycles, and well, that's a moon, and then woman in her 28-day cycle, so you can begin to see how all these, how they all correlate to one another. Okay, and to show you that a female is represented very beautifully, very gracefully, and very respectfully in the celestial field, sphere, in the on earth, among mankind and earth herself, and in the Quran as it relates to Miriam, you know, the virgin that gave birth to the prophet born, you know, wasn't born of a virgin. So you can see that is more to a woman, a female. A female has more a beautiful presence that is to be honored and revered. Okay. Okay. It's not all about the masculine. Okay, masculinity. It's not all about the power. Okay, because there's a gentle power as well, a feminine power, a soft energy that's definitely needed. Okay, just think about it. Okay, if a person's bedside manner is all masculine when somebody is needing compassion, that's the feminine side, the softer side, the caring side, the loving side. Everything can't be, you know, treated with so intense, with so much power, so much force. Okay, everything can't be so forceful. It has to be delicate. And who's going to deal with the children? Okay? Can't be all forceful. Okay? Children need that feminine side. And it has to be reflected in the universe as well. Not just a woman was born and that's it. Okay? It came from the force. No. Okay? Now, because what does it say? Out of the darkness came the light. Yeah. Huh? What does that mean? Out of the woman came the man. But first, the man was created by, or the force came, out of the softness came the strength. Okay? So when you think women don't have no power, think about, out of the darkness came the light. Okay? And then you may want to begin to see her power. Now, I'm not saying the woman created man. No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying as it reflects to the spiritual nature of a woman as she was created by Allah and those who call him God. Okay? That's what I'm talking about, because I know he created everything, but as it reflects the nature of his creation. Okay? Now, so we said, okay, so reflects this light, okay, and the divine masculine aspects of creation and the Saturn pole. Okay, so, okay, we said that, okay, now, okay. So we said Saturn has a 29.5 yearly cycle, like in the 29.5 day cycle of the moon, and the woman's 28 and a half day cycle of man's heart, or the cycle of woman, you know, just like the infrared, you know, energy of Saturn, the red, you know, the monthly cycle of female, that's her, you know, that is her correlation, you know, with Saturn, okay, as well. Now, so this is why death is known to carry a sickle. A sickle, okay, because it's not about a sickle, it's about a cycle. Saturn is supposed to represent, or, well, we'll talk about that later, okay? How it was maligned, okay? So it said death carries a sickle, okay? Because it is not the sickle it carries, it is a cycle. She follows her cycle. It is said father time. It's not father time, it's mother time, because in a woman's cycle, you know, a time to be born, a time to pass, a time, she controls the cycles. The female controls the cycle. So it's not a sickle she's carrying, death is carrying. It's a cycle, okay? A cycle of life, okay? From the womb to the back to Mother Earth, okay? And through that course, time is divided, okay? And the 9-month period in the womb, okay? So that's what the female represents, okay? the cycle of life. Okay? Now, okay, now as we said, the cycles is her cycles. She follows a cycle. Her cycles orchestrate lifetime, a time to be born, a time to pass, to transition to the other stage of life, life after life. Okay. Now, a time to sow and a time to weep or to reap. Okay. What one sows, and we already talked about that. Okay. Now, so it's what do we say? Okay. 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 So there's no substitution in time. Okay. We're talking about the 3, 6, 9, and the 12. That's the first trimester of life, the 6 months, and then the 9 months, and then the 12, and then we go back. That's a yearly cycle. Okay. The 3, the 6, and the 9, and then the 12. Okay. Okay. So that's the cycle of life. Okay. Now. And 12 being, of course, a constellation, and then 3 being, every quadrant, is divided in 3s. So you would have the year, okay, is divided in 4 seasons, but each season lasts 3 months, okay, and that's like the trimesters. Okay, of pregnancy, and then goes back to the 12, okay, the completion, okay, but then, okay, the 12 is divided by 3 and 4. So we have the division of time as it relates to, the female cycle, okay, now, okay, now that would be like, what? The Trinity, okay, things divided in 3s, okay, or stages of 3, okay? 3 is also considered whole, okay, complete. Now, so Saturn has ovaries, her moons, okay, Enceladus, okay? And I will post videos about Saturn and Enceladus. It's like an ovary, and from that moon, it excretes water. The water freezes, and it joins the other rings, just like it's given birth, okay, to the family of ice, clusters that are circling Saturn and Saturn's gravity, and are so beautifully constructing her rings, okay? You don't see no bumps, nothing's out of order. It's very well organized, okay? Okay, so, now, okay, so as we said, Saturn has ovaries, her moon Enceladus bleeds cosmic particles that unite in the field of gravity around her as a pilgrims that encircle the Kaaba. Okay, so her gravity is so strong it tilts Uranus on its side. Okay, so to label Saturn as vile, with connotations such as evil, is wrong. It's not evil. It's a planet. Okay, it's a celestial body. Okay. Now, so Saturn's gravity, as we said, is so strong it tilts Uranus on its side, and keeping it in checks and balances, okay? In fact, Uranus was once referred to as the god who was so vile to his children. He is the abusive god. Now, this is in mythology, okay, about Uranus. Okay, so, but every little mythology, well, most mythology has truth in it, but it's just, it's just symbolic, and like the characters represent other things, okay, or other things and other beings, but it's like telling a story, but the story is true, but the characters represent other, aspects or other What used to watch when I was growing up? We used to watch this show called Dragnet, and the names have been changed to protect the innocent or something like that. Well, the names in these characters, or the characters represent other characters or other beings or other events, but the event itself is true. Okay, so that's what we have in mythology. The names have been changed to protect the innocent, so to speak, just being silly with it. But it does have significance, okay? There's some truth in it, what I'm saying. Okay, so he was abusive to his children. His 12 children. Notice he had 12 children, 12 constellations. So we're trying to say Uranus is the father of the constellations, okay? As it relates to the zodiac wheel, okay? And that too is a wheel of life, okay? Now, to which point his baby or youngest son, Kronos, okay, is said to have removed his power by slaying off his father's manhood, his genital, his tree of life, okay, his creative staff, okay? And the genital was what? Okay. And his genitals were said to have been thrown in the waters of Gaia. Remember, Gaia is Mother Earth. Okay? To which Aphrodite rose up. And from the foam, okay, the foam, notice the foam, the afro foam, okay? So Aphrodite, the black woman is supposed to be the result of the genitals of Uranus. Okay? Yeah. Anyway, and she's supposed to be Venus and the goddess of love. We'll go further about that. Okay. So, okay. We said that. Okay. So they were thrown in the waters of Gaia. Now, of course, water reflects the blood. So water is the blood of the earth. So this evil was thrown into the blood of Mother Earth. Okay, and so now evil is said to be in the blood of the woman, because again, Gaia, being Mother Earth, represents the mother, and what sign represents the woman or the earth? The earth is reflective of Capricorn. Okay, so now we're saying that Capricorn, okay, is where evil is supposed to reside, and who represents Capricorn? Saturn. Okay, so the woman is evil. Okay, now even more evil piled upon her, upon evil. And society is supposed to see her like this. And remember, we said society is constructed around, and social norms are structured around spiritual beliefs, and this stuff is preached because this is phallic worship, okay, from the root chakra, not from the crown chakra, because if we practice it from the crown chakra, we see all this from a different perspective, as we shall see. Now, so we said that the genitals were thrown in Mother Gaia and messed up the water in the blood, because the blood of the earth is the water, okay, okay, and remember, Venus represents the mother, the woman, the goddess of love. She also represented by Aphrodite, okay, the Afro one. Okay, so now of course, water reflects the blood of the woman, as salt water and blood are told to be indistinguishable in laboratory tests. Okay, now I've never done the laboratory test, but that's what science has told. I heard scientists told. So you can do your research and see if that's true. Okay, but from my understanding, it is. Okay, now so thus the waters of the earth is the blood of the earth. Okay, so it is evil is in the blood. Okay, of the woman. Okay. So stay away from the. So stay away from the